A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pressure coming. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
To throw again. Going for it all. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The grab, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. And he runs Touchdown, Ohio State! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. The short hands, it's Jackson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Handoff to the single running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real
and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and not his best work. Now on the return. In this drive from the 28-yard line. Rides the back on the option. The give. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup. Man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Going for 6. Touchdown, Aggie. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
From inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down, and they'll give up the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on up. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
That pass is incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Rodgers. Finds some fresh air. Got the first down and more. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Utah State pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Aggies were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Hart. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Shakes off. And another broken tackle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass, and giving no space for the offense.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Runs through the tackle. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Rush is on him. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football team.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. He's looking to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick the field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Rodgers. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finds his man. It's Peppers. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Peppers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Peppers. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Might be looking to run. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back.
Turning it on! Inside the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 10 over Cal. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, Phyllis.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll run it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. This is a designed run. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
Third down coming up.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Snags it over the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
This has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chunk it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those.
Makes the grab past the marker. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
A run for the quarterback. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Making side adjustments here. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
It is good! And they'll push that lead out a little further. After After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
First down for the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
With the catch, it's Adams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Just keep slinging it. Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a...
It's a running room. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. And down he goes back at the 3. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Second down going on.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender, the other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.